Good morning, I'm Jasmine Anderson. 2 of the 4 people accused of spreading body parts across the island are expected back in court today. Amanda Wallace, Stephen Brown are charged with concealing a human corpse and tampering with evidence. Authorities have not identified the victims except to say one is a 53-year-old man and the other is a 59-year-old woman whose body parts were found in a Babylon Park, West Babylon, and Bethpage State Park. The 2 other suspects, Alexis Nieves and Jeffrey Mackey, were in court Friday and were ordered to continue to wear GPS monitors. All 4 were released without bail, reigniting the debate about our state's bail laws. You can read the latest developments on the case on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A search right now for the men behind a brutal baseball bat attack in Smithtown. Police say 3 men were walking on West Main Street early yesterday morning when a car stopped. 7 men jumped out and attacked them. One victim managed to grab the bat and smash one of the car's windows, and the attackers left the scene. All 3 victims were treated at the hospital. A dramatic rescue after a car plunged into the Nissaquag River. Police say 22-year-old Sophie Villavargas of Queens was driving drunk on Route 25A in Somerset Road in Smithtown when her Jeep veered into the river. It happened around 2 yesterday morning. 3 passengers were inside the vehicle. No one was hurt. 21-year-old Ryan Wilson is facing DWI charges after this 2-car crash in West Islip. This was a scene on Montauk Highway Saturday night. Police say Wilson, his 4 passengers, and the car's other driver are all expected to recover. New pleas today to end what they call an unspeakable reality for female hostages of Hamas. Steve Langford reports.
Every Sunday, they march to the Mid-Island-wide JCC in Plainview, where they sing the Israeli national anthem called The Hope, next to the wall of hostages taken to Gaza. It has been more than 5 months now since they were taken.
Noor Argamani was abducted from the Nova Music Festival. In the now famous video captured her abduction, she stretches her arms out while pleading, "Don't kill me," from the back of a motorcycle.
A focus on International Women's Day marked this past Friday, highlighting the uncertain fate of the women taken prisoner in Gaza.
This is Naama Levy. She's also a soldier, 19 years old, kidnapped from the Nahal Oz IDF base. She had just finished her training to be a part of the Border Observation Unit and had arrived on base on Thursday, October 5th.
The local chapter of an organization called Run for Their Lives, drawing a crowd of perhaps 100 people here.
We need to scream from the rafters and let everybody know how disgusting this is.
The hostages are the #1 priority, and we have to bring them home regardless of everything else.
And it doesn't really matter who you believe is at fault. The fact is that they're people that are being held against their will, and they need to be sent home.
The hope endures. Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
You can read more about this story. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. Ramadan is underway. Many Long Island Muslims welcome the holy month with a mix of joy and deep concern for loved ones in Gaza. An estimated 30,000 Palestinians have been killed and countless others are suffering due to the war. Muslim community leaders are praying for a peaceful resolution.
We care about people dying more than anything else. Sanctity of life is the most important thing in Islam, right? No innocent life should be lost no matter what. And currently, just with the death toll and everything else, it's very difficult for us to see all the images that are coming out. We pray for peace. We hope there's an immediate permanent ceasefire issued.
During Ramadan, observant Muslims fast from dawn to dusk. It runs through April 9th. From fascism to freedom, this trailblazing advertising executive began her life in the U.S. as a refugee from Nazi Germany. Virginia Huey continues our celebration of Women's History Month in a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Ultimate Finish, the most wonderful compact in the world. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
From beauty to beverages and everything in between, these classic ads packed a punch with American consumers.
I loved the creativity. I loved the storytelling.
Now meet the trailblazer behind these iconic campaigns. Barbara Feigin of Bridgehampton shattered the glass ceiling in the male-dominated world of advertising in the early 1970s to become one of the first female ad executives in the country.
I think determination and perseverance are absolutely critical.
Feigin's resolve was forged in a place of unspeakable horror. In 1940, at the tender age of 2, Feigin and her parents fled Nazi Germany. With a pair of suitcases and a mere $10.50 to their name, the family embarked on a terrifying 17-day journey aboard a train from Berlin to Japan.
The train stopped 14 times, and each time my parents had to show all the documentation, and they were always terrified that they would be taken off the train and God knows what would happen to them.
Feigin's family made it to Seattle aboard the Hikawa Maru. In the land of liberty, the young refugee pursued the American dream, with her mother encouraging her along the way.
She always taught me to dream big, work hard, and never quit. At that time, there were not many options for women. I wanted to be someplace where I could help make things happen.
That place was powerhouse agency Gray Advertising in New York City, where Feigin rose up the ranks to become the only female executive in the boardroom in 1983. Feigin and her team created the now famous slogan aimed at saving teens from drinking and driving.
Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
I felt very, very proud of that because I thought, now that's a campaign that made a huge societal difference.
After an illustrious 30-year career, Feigin was named one of the century's legendary pioneers by Gray Advertising. But Feigin says her greatest accomplishment has nothing to do with awards.
Absolutely, without question. Raising my 3 sons with my husband. I'm very proud of all of them.
Proud of her family and her legacy fleeing from adversity to triumph. For NewsdayTV, I'm Virginia Huey. Virginia, thank you. Read more exclusive stories like this on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Music and mindfulness. Rachel Weiss takes us to a new immersive experience in a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Surround sound taken to a whole new level. You'll find it at Samania, New York. For 6 months, the mall will host Distance Together, an immersive experience of music and mindfulness created by composer Murray Hittery.
It's about 6,000 square feet that we're in. And, it was a clothing store before this. So we had some work to do to get it to look the way we wanted.
Hittery was inspired to create this project back in 2020.
When the pandemic hit, we all, were stuck in our homes. Was like, okay, I can't do live concerts. You know what, I'm going to use this time to write and to compose new work. And I had the idea to create a soundtrack to my emotional experience as I was going through the pandemic.
Distance Together premiered last year at the Massachusetts Museum of Contemporary Art with 60 string musicians playing the composition. Here in Westbury, you'll find speakers representing them instead.
There are 60 speakers in the space, with each one playing a different instrument. And if you can read music, you can follow along right here.
It's like each speaker has its own personality. Right? You have the big bass speakers playing the different rhythms of the bass. You've got the violins playing these gorgeous soaring melodies, right? And everything in between.
I actually live just a few minutes drive down here, so we do know there's some like immersive experience here all the time. And I think it's pretty cool. It's a good use of the space when all the vendors leave.
Although this experience was born in a time of isolation, Hidary hopes that it can now bring people together.
I designed this space to really be kind of like a sanctuary, almost a sacred space to have reflection, to feel whatever comes up, and it provides a really nice refuge from the noisy world out there.
Rachel Weiss for NewsdayTV.
Read more about the new music experience on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Checking out your hyper-local Monday forecast. Good morning, everyone. Partly cloudy and windy today. Highs around 49 degrees. That's a look at your day planner. Tomorrow, we are sunny. And guess what? We warm up with a high of 61 degrees. And looking at your 7-day forecast, it gets even better. This is what we have all been waiting for. A break in the weather. Spring-like temps all this week. Plenty of sunshine. Maybe a shower or two for Friday. We'll keep you updated on, of course. That is a look at your hyper-local forecast.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Monday. We'll see you soon.